All right, back again with another video so soon, eh? Well, I'm not sure if you noticed from the last video, got into sort of a discussion about if this is actually a legit Losi 5T. Unfortunately for me, the more I look at it, and I can't believe I didn't spot it at first. It is, I don't think this is a Losi 5T. When I went to the seller's house, which was just down the road, he had RCs everywhere. It was like a hobby shop, you know. I thought, this guy knows what he's doing, you know. He's in the hobby. He's been in it for years. And he had a Losi 5B. I don't know if that's a legit one now. Sitting next to it, he had some King motors, blah, blah, blah. I thought, oh yeah, this guy seems legit. So I really didn't go over it in front of him. I just thought, oh yeah, it's got the wheels. It's got a different body. I actually thought these were like a limited edition Losi body, but no, they're not. They're a Rovan. These panels are Rovan. I saw them online. And when I look at the plastic from, this is an original Losi, that plastic is a lot shinier. And that's one way to tell that they're a clone, is the look of the plastic, the feel of the plastic. So yeah, so I wasn't impressed with that. So initially I just thought, oh yeah, it's a Losi with a few Rovan parts on there. Like I noticed straight away the chassis was different. I thought, oh, it got upgraded because it's got 70, 75 there. I thought, oh yeah, it's an upgraded chassis. But like one of you guys mentioned on my previous video, it's not an upgraded chassis. It's a Rovan chassis. I'm like, damn it. So now I've got a Rovan shell, or Rovan panels, Rovan cage, Rovan chassis. Oh, I'm going to have to look a little bit further. I went online, and yeah, there's actually some specific parts to look out for, if not just for the general ones. I'll go through just the general ones, right? Now this is what you got to look out for if you want to buy a legit Losi. Having said that, a lot of these cars have gone through a lot of shit, so a lot of parts would have been swapped out, upgraded, and so forth, you know. So okay, let's go through just the standard Losi parts that I can see visually. That should be on the car to tell you, yep, this is a genuine Losi. Alright, first up, look at the shell. You'll have, oh, I've painted mine, you'll have a black and white or a white and black in the V1s. This is a V1 shell. And then the V2s, so it's version 1, version 2. Version 2 will be the dark grey and orange. I like the look of those ones, they're nice. And then you got your 2.0, which is your white and blue and your white and orange. So that's your first one. Your first visual aid towards, is it legit? Second ones is the V1s and 2s have got these wheels. Not the beadlocks, but the wheels. They've got the same wheels. So I thought, oh yeah, it's got the wheels. I thought that was a legit shell. It's not, but I thought, oh yeah. And then I quickly looked at here, and it had a Losi, just quickly, Losi servo, Losi clutch bell housing, Losi shocks, and the shock supports. I'm like, oh yeah, well, it's just a Losi with some different parts. But then I got it home, and personally I saw, hang on, these battery box lid and receiver lid hasn't got Losi on it. The Losi ones do. So let's go back to my point before. This is a list of stuff you got to look out for when you're looking for a legit Losi, when you're there looking at it. Number one, like I said, the shell, the wheels, the shocks, they'll have Losi on them. These will be like a certain colour, like a champagne, bronzy, platinum sort of colour. You'll have your lids, like I mentioned. The engine, if it hasn't been swapped out, will be a dynamite, or if it's if it's the V2, it'll be a dynamite 26. The first version of the Losis don't really show you much. I'm not too sure if the 26s in this one says anything. So this is an original 26, and it doesn't say anything on there. It might say it on the pull start. And what else is there? The linkages, they're a straight out giveaway. Losi's always blue, little blue bits and pieces here and there. You got the Losi cap. What else have you got? Obviously the Losi servos, Losi alloy arm for the steering, and I think that's about it of the ones you can clearly see on the outside. Oh, and obviously, which is the main thing, is the chassis. It's got its own serial number. So if you've got all those things, you're pretty much there, but this one hasn't. And then you can get into the real nitty-gritty stuff, is like the arms. The arms on a Losi will have right and left down here, and the Rovan ones don't. But having said that, the front ones are on the same. They're stamped on the same spot as the Losis. But again, they got a different look about them. They're a lot shinier. I noticed that these hinge pins are more silver than the Losi ones. The steering brace here, it's nearly the same as the shock towers. You look at that one. That one's not as close coloured as the shock tower, so that's another giveaway as well. And that's pretty much it. There is, if you pull out the housing, the diff housings, there's some sort of mold thing here that's different to a Losi. The cups, if you pull the cups out, the end of the cup's a little bit different on a Losi to a Rovan. And I think another one is this one got it? The bumper. Rear bumper. Yeah, rear bumper also has Losi on it. So really, you know, I can only blame myself. Like, I knew about most of these things, but I don't know, I was just hyped that I found another Losi close by. And yeah, just overlooked it. I really thought this seller was a genuine seller that knew his stuff. I did contact him, and he pretty much said, sorry mate, it's yours now, I don't want to know about it. So it's possible that he actually did this on purpose. That is a possibility. You know, I said I haven't used it, I haven't touched it, haven't started it. Give me what I paid for it. If you think it's a real Losi, you'll get what you want for it anyway. Nah, can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it. He can do it. it's funny who you deal with when you deal with anything, I guess. It's a little bit more heartbreaking when it's in the hobby, because like you're meant to look out for each other in this hobby, you know. But when I bought that Rovan LT that I just sold, when I bought that off that guy in New South Wales, and I told him what was wrong with that RC, he was genuinely, initially he's like, he was, oh, I don't know, you know, I thought this and I thought that, and I spent this much on it. But after a while, he recognised what I was saying and said, you know what, you're right, I feel bad. And he was willing to give me back several $100s. Now, normally I don't tell you guys the prices I get things and all that, but it doesn't matter, I guess. I think years ago, I think it was a year and a half ago, I might have paid $800 or $850 for this. I'm not too sure, right? So it's not a bad deal. That's a genuine Losi 5T with, it had no upgrades pretty much. And I paid $800 for this one. And that Rovan LT, I paid $720 posted to my door, because that was in New South Wales, interstate. Now that guy with a Rovan LT, he was willing to give me several $100s back, which I said, no, you don't have to do that. Just give me the cost of repairing the engine and a couple of little things, and that's it. And he was willing to do that. He was awesome, and he sounded like he was struggling a little bit with money, you know. This guy has got a garage full of RCs. Looks like he's got some cash, like he's doing it easy, and he wanted nothing to do with it. Goes to show you the different people, eh? This day and age, like, when I sell stuff, if you got an issue with it, let me know about it and send it back, whatever, I'll give it back. I'll give you the cash back easy. And I've told this to people that have bought stuff off me. Even the guy who bought the Rovan LT, if you got any issues, do not hesitate in contacting me. You know, I'll give you a hand doing this, doing that, whatever. It's the hobby. But some people, you know, obviously he's in it for more the money than the hobby. And the funny thing about it actually is he wanted $1,000 for this thing. He wanted $1,000. I said, what's your best? 900. And when I got there, because I actually thought we made a deal, and I go, well, I'm going to give you 800. And he pretty much said, all right, well, when can you pick it up? So when I went to pick it up, he counted the money. He goes, you only got 800. I go, yeah, that's what we agreed on. He goes, no, it was 900. I go, well, the way I look at it, you agreed on 800, blah, blah. So it wasn't a good start to start with. And he goes, oh, you know what, you can have it. Because I said pretty much, all right, I'll leave it, see you later. And he goes, oh, no, you can have it. So I thought I got a good deal, because these normally go for $1,000 minimum. You know, shocks, wheels, body, yeah. This guy's genuine, nice guy, yep, seems good. Let's do it. Got home, had a quick look, not really, you know, all I noticed was pretty much just these covers that weren't legit. And I thought, oh, anything can happen to these covers, you know. He might have smashed the whole side of it and just put Rovan bits on there, you know. You don't know. And then I just parked it. I left it up here for ages. It's Christmas. I've got a heap of stuff to do around the house anyway. I'm on my holidays. And then finally got to, all right, let's have a good look at this thing. Was pretty much when I did a video on it. And yeah, not impressed, you know. Not impressed, got ripped. See, the first time I thought I got ripped, but I didn't with that Rovan LT. I pretty much got my money back with that guy who bought it. Like, so that was okay, but this one, a little bit disappointing, you know. A little bit disappointing from a hobby enthusiast to another to rip them off like this. You know, I even said, listen, I'll keep it. Give me some cash back. Give me a couple $100 back, because that's what they're worth, about $600-700. Nah, cannot help you. Sorry. I pretty much said, no, you can help. It's you don't want to help. So it's unfortunate at my age, like I'm 47, and you're getting ripped like this. You know, I thought I knew better. So I really got, you know what, I got myself to blame. You know, I really should have looked at it thoroughly. You know, but I don't know. I just got a little bit too excited and trusted the bloke in front of me, and this is what happened. But like one of you guys said, listen, it's not the end of the world. These shocks are awesome. They feel awesome. I did want to test a Rovan out, I guess, in a way, compared to a Losi. So maybe this is like a sign. My purpose next year is to test a Rovan compared to a Losi 5T. But it sort of hurts a little bit that I paid probably a little bit too much for it. But when you think about it, I just noticed that this is a Zenoa engine. Let's say if it's a Zenoa 29, they're actually quite a good motor. I've got the good shocks, couple little upgrades. You know, I like the body shell. So it's not bad. You know, all in all, it's not bad. As long as this thing goes good, it's not too bad. You know. But I guess it just sort of upsets you when you get misinformed. Like it's false advertising, you know. That's what he did. He advertised it as a Losi, and I bought it, and it's not. And I explained to him. I had a list of all the things. He goes, "Oh no, it's a Losi with a few Rovan parts on it." No, mate, it's the other way around. But what do you do, eh? Live and learn. So that's why I thought I'll make this video. You know. But after all those things, that's pretty much all I noticed that was not Losi-like on this. I might put some pictures up of what I found online. If you pull these boots back, if you look at the rods, they're different to the Losi ones. Like I mentioned, the cups are different. The housings are different. So I might actually put in there the link of where I found this information. You guys can have a look for yourselves. But yeah, so that's that. So all in all, you know, I've had my little bitch about this whole situation, but all in all, it's not too bad, and you know, should still be a lot of fun. So, but yeah. So what I was going to do today after this was just get this going. It's got no receiver, so hook it up to receiver and radio. Change the intake on it, and see how well she goes for a Zenoa 29cc. Yeah, fingers crossed I got no problems. I was told, or I did find out in general on forums and pages, that the one thing with these Rovans that is a bit of a letdown are the diffs. They don't seem to be as strong. the servos, and the shocks don't seem to be as good. So, you know, diffs blow up, I'll just put Losi ones in there. Shockers I've already got, and these have been swapped out already. So it's really the only issue, the main issue I might have with this is blowing the diffs, you know. I was thinking of putting a different center in this one, that other center that I've got. So that'll eliminate the center diff having issues. But I might just keep that one stock and just put all the upgrades on this one, because it seems to have the little bit stronger motor. And see how we go. Alright, well that's it for me. What are your thoughts on this? You know, not right? You know, I should have known? Don't know. But life goes on. I'm not going to dwell on it. Part of the hobby, unfortunately. And I'll keep on wrenching. Alright guys, I'll catch you next time. See yous.